All right. Good morning. Good morning, Los Angeles. My name is Robert Ajinian, and I'm your immediate host here, speaking on behalf of the striking membership of the taxi cab owners, independent contract drivers, taxi cab industry management companies, and authorized taxi cab supervision here at LAX Taxi Holding Lot. This strike and show of protest demonstration is in commencement effective now from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. Thursday, January 23, 2020. This is not a decision we take lightly. In fact, we take it with real sadness and reluctance. However, we are a proud group protesting in unison as taxi operators servicing this great airport of ours, LAX. We have been restricted by LAWA, that's Los Angeles World Airport, to an LAX designated pickup lot right outside the airport alongside with Uber and Lyft and other network transportation companies. The curbside inside LAX, which we have been servicing traditionally at the terminal areas right outside baggage claims with utmost professionalism for decades, I mean decades, is no longer available for us. LAWA's argument is that we are part of the traffic congestion that's becoming problematic for LAX ongoing billion-dollar construction projects. Well, most major 4- or 5-star airports all across the nation, such as JFK in New York, O'Hare in Chicago, Logan Airport in Boston, and the mega airport in Atlanta, all are going through billion-dollar construction phases, yet the taxi cabs are still servicing pickups inside the terminals by curbside. So I ask you, how different of an airport are we? We cabbies are qualified, licensed professional drivers, trained by our respective companies, examined by Los Angeles Department of Transportation, background checked by Los Angeles Police Department, drug tested by qualified clinics, and we do carry a real commercial insurance policy. When LAX customers exit baggage claim, the first thing here in intercom is welcome to Los Angeles by our mayor. And first thing they say was the cab drivers in their cabs, the true ambassadors of the city. Yes, folks, when customers arrive to our city for the first time, we are their first impression and the true hospitality of our city. The cab driver is the face of Los Angeles, courteous and professional. We are the real ambassadors. So now, I'm going to ask a few members to come forward and speak. Right now, I'm going to ask Martin Manuka, president of Yellow Cab, to say a few words.
Hello everyone, I'll make it short and precise, kind of target points. This taxi IT lot is not a success. Passengers are complaining and the airport is ignoring them. Airport spends more money for this lot and the passengers hate this lot. We are losing passengers because they are going to block car services, which makes them pay even more to be able to pick up at the curbside. We are losing our livelihoods and the city looks terrible in the process. The taxi industry is suffering because LAWA is unresponsive to its passengers. We demand to be put back where the customers need us. We demand to be at the baggage claim curbside. For the airport to require people in wheelchairs, seniors, and large families to take shuttle to the taxi is outrageous. Our customers are complaining all the time. The airport is wrong that this is a traffic issue. We didn't cause the traffic, Uber and Lyft did. We don't cause enough traffic to even be a problem. We always obey the law. Uber and Lyft always broke the law. Now we are getting punished for their law breaking. It is now time for city council members to act on this issue to solve our problems as well as to solve for their supporters, voters, and the public in general. Thank you.
Okay, your next speaker is going to be Paul Singh from LA Drivers Council. Paul, he is the architect. He's the driver, architect, and the leader of this movement. So Paul, please.
What's your last name, Paul?
Singh. My name is Paul Singh, S-I-N-G-H. It's the last name. Reason we're gathering here, we've been kicked out from inside terminal to outside exit lot. Reason, airport and LAWA claiming 3% is the reason is for traffic. The 3% taxi traffic, we've been kicked out. Rental bus, shuttle buses, and airport buses, 9%. They're still working inside. The limo, town car, and prime service, 10% traffic, but they're still working inside. Uber and Lyft, 30 plus, but they're working on both sides, inside and outside. LAX engineer create this problem. We never had that issues before this Uber and Lyft. We were always inside. We never had issues from airport. All these problems started since this Uber and Lyft started. All the traffic, one taxi, 100 Uber and Lyft coming inside. We never had that issues, like I said before. Taxis always been inside the terminal. Not only in LA, around the world, around the United States, every single airport, taxis on the curbside, but we've been kicked out, even though we're 3%. Taxi driver has to go through. Taxi drivers has to go through for all those services. They have to go through the DOT permit. They have to go for LA permit. They have to go for anti-LA bandit enforcement. They have to go through triple inspection. They have to go for LA fingerprinting, drug test, and etc. dues. But still, they've been kicked out. LA taxi drivers are professional. Taxi driver service. They service elderly people. They service people with the heavy luggage, big luggage, disabled people, people with a guide dog, people with no credit card, people with no smartphone. Driver are professionals. All this chaos, even though Los Angeles taxi by the DOT, Department of Transportation, and LA Airport, they're making chaos for the driver. They have to go through all those one. They've been forced to pay for one nationwide insurance company, which is only one insurance company. They've been forced. Uber, Lyft, and town cars, they're not. They can go with any insurance company except taxi. Taxi being forced. But still, even though they get all those licenses, they're still not allowed to work in all over Los Angeles. They in West Hollywood, West Hollywood, Culver City, Santa Monica, San Fernando Valley, Beverly Hills, they still have to go permit. How many permit does this driver need it? They've been forcing every single thing. Department of Transportation and LA are forcing driver to become homeless. I don't understand that. How many permit do we need it to work? Entire world, not only Los Angeles. Like I say, I'm going to repeat myself. Only LAX airport is not having a curb service. Every single airport in the United States has a curb service. I don't understand that. Why do we treat it this way? I'm requesting Mayor Garcetti, please help taxi driver. Don't let them become a homeless. Because in the situation right now, we have too many homeless. We don't want another 5,000 family to become homeless. So council member and Mayor Garcetti, please help a cab driver to bring them back to the curb service. I appreciate it, and thank you, and God bless America, and good luck for the taxis.
Thank you.
Okay, your next speaker is going to be Leon Slovo, the Taxi Workers Association of Los Angeles. Leon,
You want to tweet in a 2 minute time? In 2 minutes time, I have so much stuff I just...
SLO,
a little bit louder than that.
VIC, SLO, MO, Victor IC. So, as my friends have pointed out, we're experiencing an existential problem. We're fighting for our survival. We have lost, according to LA DOT, 77% of our business in the city of Los Angeles. And now we have lost 75% of our business in the airport. The taxi industry cannot survive with this kind of losses. Something needs to change. We did not cause the congestion problem at the airport. According to airport's numbers that justified the removal of taxis from the curbside service, Uber and Lyft made up 25% of overall traffic. By October of last year, when we held our first press conference and a rally here at the holding lot, that number, we were told, went up to 28%. But the data on LAVA's website says that by September of last year, Uber and Lyft made up 30.4% of overall traffic. all of that traffic was concentrated on one level, which is less than half of the travel lanes inside the airport, which means they made up more than 50 or 60% of traffic on that one particular level. But Lava's misrepresentations didn't stop there. They claimed that taxi cabs took up 18.5% of curbside at LAX. Well, we only use inside terminal curbside, which is 1/4 of the total curbside at the airport. They said that the space that we're taking up is disproportionate. When you take into account that it's only 1/4 of the curbside, the space we take is exactly proportional to the number of vehicles. As Paul has pointed out, the rent-a-car shuttles take up around 9% of the traffic inside the airport when you take the vehicle size into account, and the limousines take up, according to their September last year data, nearly 5%. The point here is simple. There was never a justifiable reason to remove taxi stands from LAX. Neither the construction nor the misleading statistics or the facts that Lava continues to ignore comprehensive engineering proposal submitted by the taxi companies is anything other than a ruse. I hope that when you leave this holding lot, which is the last straw that sustains thousands of hardworking, law-abiding, mostly immigrant taxi drivers, you will do your due diligence and hold Lava's feet to the fire and thoroughly vet the information that almost certainly they will provide you, once again designed to rationalize, obfuscate, and mislead from what is obvious. Taxi cabs are not responsible for the worsening congestion, nor should they be made the scapegoats at the altar of political expediency. We provide a far safer, most efficient, highly regulated, accountable, and convenient transportation, which many people want and some, like elderly and disabled, find indispensable. We hope that you will give the public a chance to weigh in this issue by letting them know about our online petition so that they can have a say in what happens at LAX and to this industry and the men and women and their families that rely on it. The last thing I will say is that the longer it takes to restore taxi cab service, the more desperate, angrier, and more determined the drivers will become. I really, really hope that it will not take anything like the tragic deaths of drivers in New York for Lava and the city to finally wake up and find the courage to do the right thing. Thank you.
Okay, your next speaker is going to be Sam Geldy from United Independent Taxi Cab. Sam?
Good morning, guys. My name is Sam Geldy. I don't have written a speech, but whatever I'm saying, God, I'm going to say from my heart. The message of today's rally and peaceful talk is we want to get in. We're over 5,000 drivers and getting out of job. Most of these drivers, they're over 50, 60 years. They cannot have any other career. They do not have any other skill. They go another job. And most of them, they have family, they have kids in college, they have mortgage. If the politicians do not help us at this time, especially Mr. Mayor and City Council, and especially the Taxi Commissioner Council, and especially the Lava, if they do not let us get in, I'm going to tell you as a record here to the reporter, to the public, as a record, we will die. The cab company, all the taxi cab company, it would be a dinosaur company. We really need help at this time. We even need the help of the public. Pick up the phone and ask their politician what's happening for 5,000 drivers. They spend over 5 decades service the city of Los Angeles. My point is here, I just want to let you know and to bring them to the mayor attention, if we go to the LAX looks like UberX. All over the airport is a sign of the Uber. Even those buses bringing the people to the point, all the buses says Uber downtown, Uber LAX, Uber around the hotel,
brought them
Uber,
off.
all over. The customer getting inside this bus is free. They think this is Uber giving a free ride. To the point, when they come over there, they go directly to Uber. But pretty soon, I'm afraid to say, the Uber sat it down on the side of the bus and going to grave of taxi industry, Uber. This is exactly going to happen. We need your help to pass our message to the public, please. It looks like we have been sold out to the Uber. Exactly. So far, we had 4 or 5 rallies. And still no one got our motion. Please, please send our message to the public and the politician. We need to get in. If we do not get in, we will die. Thank you, guys.
Taxi driver is not the regular.
Our last,
Can you explain?
after the next speaker, you can ask her. Our last speaker, okay, is Kamo, excuse me, sir. Our last speaker is Kamo Sograbians from the president of Independent Taxi Owners Association. After Kamo, I will ask you if you have any questions.
Hello, my name is Kamo Sokrabians. I'm the president of Independent Cab. And this is a plea to the LABA and Mr. Mayor. Please help the drivers. Please help the companies. Otherwise, you won't see a taxi company operating in the Los Angeles soon. This is chokehold. Please ease it up. We are under severe regulations. We are dying. Help our drivers, please. Thank you.
Okay, this concludes with all the speakers here. Once again, if you want to know, my name is still Robert Ajinian. I'm still your host. But before we conclude, I'd like to know if you have any questions, and I'll try to answer. Go ahead, sir.
Can you explain exactly what the strike entails? What will you not do? And what is your demand?
Our demand the demand of everybody here is for the cabs to go back inside servicing by curbside. That is our prime demand. We will not stop until we get this done. We need some concrete answers as far as us getting back down. Like I said before, all the major airports in around country, the taxi cabs are servicing inside
Curbside.
curbside.
What does this strike mean exactly? That you will not be picking up at the LA-it anymore? Or what exactly will you not do?
Today, we're not picking up at the LAX-it for the next 3 hours for the duration of the strike.
For the next how long?
The next 3 hours.
Only
The
next 3
duration of
hours.
the strike is from 10 a.m. till 2.
I see.
Like I said,
you won't be at the LAX lot.
we won't be at the LAX
Only for these hours.
only for these hours. We are demonstrating. We are presenting a strike.
What's your hope, though? Over the course of those 3 hours, is it to show riders just how much they would be hammered if cabs are not at the airport?
What's my hope? The sun is still up. There's still life. There's still hope.
Well, I guess
Hope never dies.
What I'm saying is that what message are you trying to communicate to riders out there who are trying to hail either a taxi cab?
We
or
try to do
riders-
their convenience so they can be get picked up at the curbside. So it's convenient for the customer, so they don't, after 10 hours of flight, they don't need to sit on those bus. They're having a hard time, like I explained earlier. Elderly people, disabled people, people with a guide dog, a lot of luggage. After 10 hours of flight, they don't want to sit in the bus. All they wanted to do, get the curbside cab service and go. That's all they needed. And the customer is suffering right now due to the LAX deciding all the taxis, and even like I explained earlier, cab is only 3%. Uber, Lyft, all those 30 plus. Even a limo, town car, and prime service is a 10%, but they're still inside. I can't believe it. With 3% is the problem. And there's a shuttle service, bus service, airport buses. They're 9%, but they're still inside. But we are 3%. We've always been in LAX, always been in Los Angeles, even the world, curbside service. And every single airport in the entire world, the curbside is a taxi. Taxi's always inside. So I just don't understand why we are totally different than Uber and shuttles and limos and all those ones. We lost a 77% business revenue by Department of Transportation, 77% revenue by Department of Transportation. But we're following an LA DOT rule, but LA DOT is killing us. They're making us a bankrupt.
What other
That's
questions do you
exactly.
have?
Are your drivers
I have something to add.
Main cause is that
You know,
we're not the ones who are creating cabs.
our survival depends on our regulator. You know, because we losing our business. We losing our business because of our regulator and their regulation. We cannot survive. You know, right now our only hope from our regulator and the regulation that they have, that they do something to help us out to survive. Otherwise, we're going to be out of business very soon. All these people that working right here, not making enough money to cover their expenses.